Welcome to your chemistry online class. So last class we discussed about hydrocarbons. In hydrocarbons, monosaccharides. So in today's class we are going to discuss about very important monosaccharide called glucose. Glucose having structural formula, chemical formula C6H12O6. Glucose gives a tremendous amount of energy to our body, so it is very essential for us, and it is occurs freely in nature as well as in combined form. It is present in sweet fruits and honey, and if we take grapes, the grapes are also contain a large amount of glucose. So we'll see how to prepare glucose. We can prepare glucose by two methods, from sucrose and starch. From starch is the commercial method. So we'll see the preparation of glucose from sucrose. So we know sucrose having the chemical formula C12H22O11. We know sucrose is a bisaccharide or disaccharide. So how can we prepare glucose from sucrose? The major source of sucrose is cane sugar. So glucose from sucrose by boiling of sucrose with dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4. By boiling sucrose with dilute HCl and H2SO4, will give glucose. So with glucose we will also get fructose in equal amount. We'll see the reaction of preparation of glucose. For example, we know sucrose formula is C12H22O11. We are doing hydrolysis in the presence of acid, so H plus. So we'll get glucose, that is C6H12O6 as a product. With that fructose C6H12O6, both having the same chemical formula but different structural formula. So we'll get a equal amount of glucose and fructose. It is one method. The another method is from starch. We know starch is an oligosaccharide. So if we hydrolyze starch in the presence of dilute H2SO4 at 393 Kelvin and under pressure, we'll get n number of glucose. We'll get many glucose. For example, if we take starch formula, it is C6H10O5N. That is n number of molecules are there in starch. Again, we are doing hydrolysis. We are adding water in the presence of acid catalyzed reaction is this. So we'll get n number of glucose. It is a commercial method for the preparation of glucose. Commercially, we are preparing glucose from starch. And we know glucose is a aldohexose. What do you mean by aldohexose? It is having a functional group aldehyde with 6 carbon atom. That is meant by aldohexose. Then how can we verify it is aldohexose? It is also known as dextrose. And how can we verify it is an aldohexose? Who said us to it is aldohexose? It is having 6 carbon and it has 4 OH group with this, and it is aldehyde. How can we verify this? For verifying this, there are several theories, several truths about this. Many scientists conducted many experiments. Based on that, we identified glucose is a aldohexose. It is the most abundant organic compound on the earth. So we'll see the evidences of glucose structure. That is, we'll see that the first evidence is scientists find out that its molecular formula is C6H12O6. So from this it is understood that it is having 6 carbon and oxygen and hydrogen also there. So it is the very first evidence. It's the first evidence. The second evidence is if we prolonged heating the compound, we will get N-hexane. If we are prolonged heating the compound with hydrogen iodide, we'll get N-hexane. We know hexane having 6 carbon. From this idea, it is understood that this compound should contain 6 carbon atom. Then we'll move to the next evidence. Next evidence is glucose reacts with hydroxylamine to form an oxime and adds a molecule of hydrogen cyanide to give cyanide. That is, if we treat glucose with if glucose react with hydroxylamine, it form oxime, and if we treat this oxime with hydrogen cyanide, it gives cyanohydrin. It is a very important test for identifying the carbonyl group. So from this test, it is understood that glucose molecule should contain a carbonyl group. So from this test, it is understood that glucose having a carbonyl group in it. Then we'll move to the fourth evidence. The fourth evidence is glucose gets oxidized to 6 carbon carboxylic acid, that is gluconic acid. If we conduct oxidation on glucose, it gives 6 carbon contain acid, carboxylic acid, that is gluconic acid. So on reaction with a very mild oxidizing agent like bromine water, that from this idea it is understood that the compound is an aldehyde. The carbonyl group contain glucose is a aldehyde. We know aldehyde will undergo oxidation with mild oxidizing agent like bromine will give carboxylic acid. So it's understood that the compound should having a aldehyde group. So the reaction and all you are in textbook. That reaction is in the presence of the CHO group, it will give the COH. So we'll move to the next evidence. Next evidence is acylation of glucose. Acylation of glucose with acetic anhydride give glucose pentaacetate, which confirms the presence of 5 OH groups. Since it exists a stable compound, 5 OH groups should be attached to different carbon atom. That is, if we are doing acylation on a compound, if it is give the acyl compound of this, it's evident that how many acyl groups are formed. Based on that, how many hydroxyl group we can identify. If 5 OH groups are there, that much acyl group will form. So from this data, it is identified that the glucose contain 5 OH group, and the OH groups in different carbon atom, because then only it will give 5 acyl compounds. Then we'll move to the next evidence, the sixth one. On oxidation with nitric acid, glucose as well as gluconic acid both yield a dicarboxylic acid, that is saccharic acid. This indicates the presence of a primary alcoholic group in glucose. That is, if we are conducting oxidation, if we take glucose, these all are experimental evidence. If we take glucose with strong oxidizing agent, that like HNO3, nitric acid, it gives two what we say, it's contain two, it's give two carboxylic acids, a compound with two carboxylic acid. So from this idea we get to know that indicate the presence of a primary alcoholic group, that is this CH2OH group. That is, with strong reagent both alcohol and aldehyde will undergo oxidation to give carboxylic acid. So there should be a primary alcoholic group. From this idea it's understood that it should contain a primary alcoholic group, and from this all these things it's identified that glucose is a compound with an aldehyde and 5 OH groups and a primary alcoholic group. From this idea we came to know glucose having such structure. So we'll see the cyclic structure of glucose in next class. Thank you.